Hi all, and welcome to a new series on my channel. As you can see, this is WolfQuest Anniversary Edition, and this wolf here is named Leda. She is the daughter of one of my personal single-player wolves, and today we're going to be attempting a new challenge with her here in Lost River. This is something that basically I wanted to try. I've tried a couple of times, I've never actually finished an attempt, but something that I saw JayPlays do called the Ultimate Instinct Challenge, where essentially you're trying to play through WolfQuest without using the HUD. The HUD is off, you can't see your health, you can't see your hunger, you can't see how tired your wolf is, and you also can't see basically what any of the scents are when you're in scent view, along with a number of other things such as what kind of predators are attacking your pups, or your pups' names, or where they are essentially. So there's a lot of challenging things about this, and I just think it'll be kind of interesting to try out for YouTube. And this game is, I'm just going to go to game settings real quick. It's on accurate, and we are again in the Lost River map on the fire tower layout. Now this is kind of a choice that I've made, and it might be a choice that leads to this recording not ever being uploaded if I just instantly die, but I figured it would be fun to try, so here we are with Leda in Lost River. This is quite far from where she was born. She was actually born on the Roaring Mountain map, and traveled for a very long time to reach this strange place. It is full of unusual scents, but none of them are human, so she knows she's at least safe from the hunters that liked to roam near the north end of the Roaring Mountains map. She is a very playful wolf. She likes to have fun. She kind of thinks of hunting and really all of life as sort of a game. She used to compete a lot with her siblings. She had one sister and two brothers, I believe, in her litter, and you know, they were always kind of talking about what their futures would look like, kind of daydreaming about what their life would be like when they set out from the pack. So she, in particular, is going to have a very interesting journey, and we'll just see how that goes. She's far away from home and far away from family, but she's feeling pretty confident. As of the beginning of this challenge, she's gonna go look for some elk, and that'll be her first step to forming a pack of her own. Now, this is probably, I'm sorry, is it Christmas? It is September. What is Santa doing on this trailer? Interesting. Okay, well, she doesn't know what that is. She doesn't know what any of this is, but it's certainly new and therefore more exciting to her than frightening. She was always the one to enjoy new experiences and to, come out of the grass at the rendezvous site when there were predators around, that sort of thing. So even though all of this is weird and confusing and nothing like what she would see in her home, she's more eager to kind of learn about this place than she is afraid of what it might hold. We'll see if that is the correct attitude, or if she's going to get a surprise. So I happen to know that oftentimes, yes, an elk herd will spawn around here. So Leda here was just wandering around when she picked up the scent of elk, and she's going to give hunting a shot. And I'm going to give hunting a shot when I can't tell what health any of the elk have, or even which elk I've bitten already. So this is the first kind of big challenge. I did mention that oh, well, that would be good. I have no way of knowing if I've actually done any damage. Right. So I did mention that I've tried this challenge a couple of times. The first time I just died, just like right away, perished. The second time I got, good ways into the litter, and I just never happened to finish it up. Is this a grown elk or is that a fawn? A calf. Goodness gracious. Keep my baby animal names right. All right, well, this is the one that we're going to choose to target, and we're going to try to keep this calf and its mother away from the rest of the herd, lest they get kind of tangled back up with the rest of the elk. Oh, okay, we've definitely got kicked. That is not a good start. We also don't have any previous food, so we can't exactly rest and regain all our health. We're going to just kind of keep trying. Oh no, I've lost sight of the calf. All right, well, this is off to a start. Not a good start, but a start, certainly. Um, oh, this is. We may be in over our heads. We'll just have to see. We will just have to see. Um, okay, I have no idea if this was the calf we were originally going after, but I think I just saw a dachshund run by. That would be very interesting to Leda if she wasn't currently extremely focused on this. Okay, we need to get out of there. I don't think we got hit that time because I didn't hear yelp, but we'll just have to see. Yeah, we really have to avoid getting hit by the mother at all because, I mean, we've already gotten hit once and that's going to be bad enough. Trying to find an opening, but sometimes that's not the easiest thing to do this season, because the mother elk will just kind of turn and come after you the second they see you're going after their baby, which I don't blame them, but it does make it especially hard when you don't know how much health you have or how much health the elk have. So, fingers crossed that I'm not going to instantly die here. I think we've actually chosen a good calf. This one does seem to be weak now. The mother is still chasing us, and the calf has gotten up, and we cannot let it rejoin the herd or we are going to be right back where we started. Okay, I think we've got this. We've got this. Excellent. So that is Leda's first solo kill. She did, of course, learn to hunt with her natal pack, but she's never been on her own before. So this really isn't doing anything to make her think she can't handle living here. Yeah, pretty good start. Of course, she did get kicked by the mother, but you know, that happens. Now, again, drawback of not having the UI user interface on is that I really don't know how much health she has. I also didn't know that we were in Stranger Pack territory, despite the fact that I really should have known that because Fire Tower. Yes. I forgot the entire premise of the game, of the challenge. So we're going to go back to the one place that it is safe, the one hex by the Fire Tower. And there's no real point in marking that carcass that we just took down because we can't see anything on the compass. We can't see the compass. So if we're going to find our way back to that carcass, it's going to be using sense or not at all. All right, I am going to cut to probably after she's gotten some rest and is back out looking for elk again. I will see you soon. Okay, we are back. I had Leda sleep a couple of times and eat the meat chunk that she brought with her in hopes that that will get her close to full health again. I have no way of knowing, but in my experience, a couple of rests with a mostly full belly will usually get you back to full health if you haven't taken too much damage, and as I recall, we only really got kicked by the mother once. So I think that we should be okay. Oh, these trees are a lovely color. I don't know if I'm used to them being this vibrant or if they have changed something for the season, but wow, it's really pretty here. I think Leda would be taking time just to kind of marvel in all of this. Maybe explore this weird little place here. Like, what is this? Where did it come from? I don't know if she has a concept of constructing things, so maybe these are all really weird rocks? It's hard to say. Little box. Well, let's get back to trying to track down prey. Now, realistically, she's probably not hungry right now. We could have her sleep for a while longer if we really wanted to, or have her explore for a while longer. Um, and perhaps I will, but this map has been out for a while. I'm sure that everyone's kind of seen the ins and outs of the Lost River map. Um, so I think mostly we're just going to head right on to her second hunt. She does need to take down 2 elk. I'm going to say it correctly this time. 2 elk of any description in order to be eligible to find a mate. So, given that she found a herd around here before, she's probably thinking she can find another one. And this is, of course, Stranger Wolf territory, as far as I know, and as far as she knows, but that's not going to stop her. Everything here is kind of Stranger Wolf territory and has already been claimed well before she came here. But, if you ask her, yeah, that's just a temporary thing. Territory is ever changing, and what belongs to someone one day could belong to someone else, just a day later. This is certainly something she's never seen before. She's seen moose. I'm not sure she's seen moose that do this. Oh, good old Floppy. Yeah, this is definitely strange. Um, she kind of wants to get in there and try to hunt this weird moose, but first of all, she knows that moose, even cow moose, are nothing to scoff at, and secondly, there doesn't seem to be a way for her to get in. So that's probably for the best. I can't imagine that going up against this creature would have any kind of good result for her. But it's fun to see, and certainly a sight to behold. Alright, so we are back on the trail. Oh, there's something over here. This is another thing about Leda. She is easily distractible, so while she might set out to go hunting, if she comes across something interesting, like this cute little purple dinosaur, she's kind of likely to forget what she was doing and go after the more interesting thing instead. So I'm going to have her bring this someplace safe. I don't immediately see an elk herd. That is a mule deer. Mule deer are not going to help us in getting towards our goal, so we're not going to bother with them. But yeah, it does appear that the herd has moved on from this area for now, so that is something of a disappointment to her, but what can you do? She's gonna head this way, see if she can't find anything over here. Might be the season. In fact, it is the season for beavers. We can see one kind of wandering around down there. Certainly, that is also something that she's never seen, so come to think of it. I don't know that she's going to try to hunt it, but... Oh. Oh! It's running! It's running! What is this strange thing? Oh no, it's biting her back! I don't think she expected such a weird fluffy thing to kind of be aggressive. But, oh. Oh my goodness, I was gonna say it got away, but it didn't really get away. It kind of turned and bit her. What is it doing? Okay, now it got away. Oh. Bummer for poor Leda, but oh, that's not what I meant to do. Certainly that was something interesting and new. Now that she's discovered that those things aren't quite as easy prey as she thought they might be, she is going to head back and look for her weird treasure that she found. There it is. Alright. Okay. Picking up the weird treasure, and she is going to take it back to her home by the watchtower. Now this is what a moose is supposed to look like. Oh, I say that and it immediately disappears. There we go. This is what a moose is supposed to look like. She doesn't know what that other thing was, but it was no moose. Oh no. It seems like her safe place by the watchtower isn't so safe after all. Or the fire tower, rather. She's gonna get away from this angry moose. Yeah, you just try following her up here. That's what she thought. All right. She did discover this strange place full of strange but very stale smells. And what is in the oven? Somebody left a turkey in there. Does anyone know if that was if that's always there or if that is also a seasonal thing? I myself am not quite sure. I've spent a lot of time on this map, but it's been a while since I really looked at it. Well, she'll take a nice nap on this cozy, weird square thing, and then maybe head out and look for some elk again. The camera's doing odd things. All right, her treasure is safe here. No one else can get it. And off she goes. Very slowly because I think I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Oh no, you just can't run on this. All right. There's gotta be elk around here somewhere, right? She's gonna have another look around. As you can see as we pass by these tracks, you can't actually tell. Well, I mean, you can tell by the color, certainly, but not by the... There is no... I'm gonna cut this part out. As you can tell from looking at these tracks, the normal message that pops up telling you whether it's a mule deer or an elk or a pronghorn or any other kind of creature does not pop up when you have the HUD off. So right now, we're left to identify this based on just kind of our recollection of the color of tracks. Now, based on the fact that these are a bunch of pronghorn and they have kind of this purple indigo color, we know that that other set of tracks was a mule deer. Either way, neither of those are something she's looking for, so she is going to head on and see if she can't find some elk. That is the mule deer in question, which she isn't interested in. If it comes to a point where I suspect she might be getting hungry and we haven't found any more elk, she might go after them, but for now, well, that's not what she's looking for. That's, listen, she might be bold, but she's not entirely foolish. She's not about to go chasing after a moose. Not with serious intent to hunt it, anyway. So far, oh, some wolf has been through here. She's not gonna give that any kind of attention until she knows that she might be looking for a mate. This is another thing. We can come across tracks from wolves and not know whether it's a male wolf or a female wolf that's going to try to chase her off, or even a pack wolf that, well, will try harder to chase her off. Somebody's howling out there, but we don't know who or from where, so she's just going to lay low until she can find another herd. So far, she's not picking up any scents. I'm going to do some wandering around, and when I find the herd, I will catch back up with you for the hunt. See you soon. So, I haven't found a herd yet, but I did find this scent post. What scent post? We do, of course, have absolutely no way of telling whether that actually reduced the hex to 0 or just kind of weakened it. She's not to the part of claiming territory anyway, so it doesn't really matter yet, but that'll matter in a bit. I might have certain points where I turn the map on just to make sure that we're actually marking all the territory we need to, and I'm not just sitting here for hours kind of going in circles, not claiming anything, but we'll see. If anything, that's probably the only thing I'll use the map for. I'll try to use it as little as possible. I want to kind of play in the HUD-less environment as much as is feasible. Anyway, I'm off again, looking for a herd. Oh, well, we didn't find a herd, but you know what we did find? A rival pack. So they are chasing us. Oh, clearly I had names on still, which doesn't really matter at this point, but will matter in the future. So I've just switched those off. So we have no idea who it is that's chasing us, other than they're definitely from a pack by the way they're pursuing us. Leda's gonna run away while still pretending to be confident. You know, yeah, sure, this is their territory, but, oh, there's 3 wolves. She thought there were only 2. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully they don't follow her up here. She's going to be in some trouble. No, it's hard to say. They do appear to be following her still, and they might follow her up here as well, given that it's not her territory, it's just unclaimed territory. Um, Hopefully not in any case. Okay, they are howling. They have let her get away. It's going to be a while before she tries that neck of the woods again. But the search for elk continues. Well, no elk yet, but she did find this cool waterfall. There are some waterfalls, of course, in the Roaring Mountains where she's from, but none quite like this one. So she's gonna go down and kind of explore it a little bit. Maybe just splash around in the water. What a neat place. And back to her task. Well, still no elk, but she did find this really gross little pond here. No way she's touching that or drinking from it. Yuck. As much as she didn't really want to come back to the city, this is the only place she knows she can sometimes find elk, so she's back here just kind of hoping she doesn't run into anybody again. There is, however, a wolf scent coming through here, so it does appear that these are not pack wolves. We can tell by the way that these scent spores are circular instead of triangular, but she still doesn't want to get into trouble with them. No elk thus far. Moose and her calf, who, while they might provide food, it would be a pretty big risk hunting them, and they're also just not what she's looking for. Thus far, not seeing anything. Huh, a scent post? Not anymore. She is just kind of going to mark over every scent post she finds to be cheeky, mostly. Obviously, she can't claim her own territory yet, but that doesn't mean she has to leave other people's territory intact. She wonders if she'll see more of those weird giant rat things that she saw by the water with their strange flat tails and sharp teeth. Oof. Certainly she won't want to mess with them again this time. But it seems like oh, wait, nope, there's another one. Another two. Well, maybe if she gets really desperate, she will try going after one of them again, but in the meantime, she's gonna bring this thing she found back to her fire tower, and then she'll try once again to find elk. It's been a few days now, and she's starting to get hungry, but she hasn't been able to find anything. Oh! Okay, well, this does probably appear to be one of the rival pack wolves. Yeah, that does seem to be the case from context clues. We can't tell for sure, but that might have been one of the wolves that she saw before. Thankfully, they don't seem too keen on chasing her outside of their territory, so she feels fairly safe here. Even if it's the only place she feels safe. In any case, as I was saying, she's starting to get hungry, but she hasn't been able to find anything she can really hunt on her own. Hopefully, the morning will bring better luck. That's an interesting way to sleep on this bed, Leda. You think maybe, you might want to put your hindquarters on it? Nah. She's fine. This is how everyone sleeps on their bed. Alright, up she goes, and out to seek elk once more. Nothing but the scent of stranger wolves thus far. She's probably going to have to head... I gotta be honest, I don't know which direction is which without the compass, but this direction. Since she's gone to the town a few times without finding any herds, so it might be that the pack there chase them elsewhere in their territory so that she couldn't hunt them anymore. Or they might just have moved on. It's hard to say. In any case, she's sure she'll find something eventually, or at least she hopes she will. And it's not going to be that. Oh boy, again, she's bold, not that bold. I don't know how she feels about roaming quite this far away from the fire tower. After all, if she needs to flee back to safety, she can't exactly tell the rival wolves' territories apart easily. So, she'll kind of be out of luck if they catch her too deep in their territory. Hopefully, she'll find an elk herd before too long. Pronghorn, and more pronghorn. Oh, wait. At last. A herd. Now she does have to be careful. She can't howl or she's going to alert the rival pack of her presence immediately. She's also a lone wolf, so usually they're not going to be too afraid of her, but it does seem that she spooked them this time. That's good. Now, the most important thing here is not to get trampled. The very same thing that I said at the start of Nat's journey and immediately got trampled. So let's try not to do that. She's also cognizant of the fact that she is driving them right toward the pack that just drove her out multiple times. But she can't exactly steer them. So she's just gonna have to kind of try to do her best. Nope, okay. I don't think that she got any damage on the calf there, but really all she needs to do is keep it away from the rest of the herd and find a way to slip past Mom now and then to do some damage. Now that's easier said than done, unless she runs away like that. Okay, well that's not great. She did get a minor injury. But it does appear that the mother elk ran pretty far away, and so she was able to get some damage on the calf. Oh, she does not want them heading right back to the herd. That's not going to be good news for her, especially not if they get to the water. Oh no. And they're back in the herd. Okay, well, she is keeping track of this calf, and as long as she stays within range, she's not going to lose it completely. I don't think the mother got her there. I think the audio just popped. In case I have to kind of edit that volume or that audio out, I don't think the mother hit her there. But we will see. I really need to get a better microphone. In any case, we've got them separated from the herd. Now she just needs to find an opening. Of course, I don't know if being right by this rock, well, that'll provide an opening when the mother just runs away. I guess maybe she was a really inexperienced cow elk, because I've never seen a cow elk just run away from their calf like that. That's kind of weird. Leda kind of wonders if it has anything to do with this strange place, if it makes even the prey act weird. But she's not sure. In any case, she has now tracked down 2 elk, so she might be able to look for a mate soon. She hears someone howling in the distance, but there's no way for her to really track them down. It might be her best bet to get back to her safe space and just kind of hope somebody comes to her, but that's not her style. We'll just have to see what she ends up doing. She's definitely, thought about this for a long time, what kind of mate she would want to have, what raising pups would be like. It sounds like somebody was just chasing us. Oh, it is that same pack wolf again, I think. Well, they're clearly not friendly, and they clearly aren't interested in being her mate, so she's gonna stay away from them. But, just call out, hey, Leda of the, which pack was her mother from? I think it was the Song Creek Pack. Leda, hailing from the Song Creek Pack, has officially killed 2 elk. Yes, she's a real hunter now. She's done it all by herself. She goes all the way up into the tower. I don't know that anyone's going to find her, but maybe if she takes a nap at the base, some suitable dispersals will come along. Oh, she is having some strange dreams here. She did think she caught a glimpse of something that definitely wasn't a wolf, and it certainly wasn't a coyote either. It was much smaller and stranger. Oh, there are some wolves right there, and they don't seem to be hostile. Oh, or are they? It's really impossible to tell. Maybe you can't engage in courtship while involved in a fight. Who are we fighting? Is it one of these wolves? No? Maybe those wolves were fighting. That's the best explanation I can think of. She's a little bit uncertain. It's hard for her to tell anything about this wolf. Everything here is so odd, and she's so unused to all of it that uh, she's not really sure what to do. That combined with the fact that she's always been with her birth pack before. She's never really met a wolf outside of her pack who didn't immediately try to chase her out of their territory. So, interesting. She's gonna sniff noses with this wolf. Now, it does appear that I believe that Leda has a gray coat, and it does appear that this wolf here has a black coat. At least, I think so. So, that would possibly make a good match. We have no way of telling what kind of diversity this wolf has or anything like that, but they seem interested enough. She's not sure. She did see those other wolves that got presumably chased away by this one, but I think part of her is like, well, why would I want to go talk to those other wolves when they were scared away by a single wolf? Again, this wolf does seem playful enough, and that's what she'd really be looking for in a mate. Somebody who could match her humor and spontaneous attitude. Hmm. She's just kind of gonna hang out for a little bit. See if they vibe. There's a little bit. She's not one to really sit still for long. Oh, there's a cougar right there, but it quickly ran away, thankfully. She's not one to sit still for long, so if this wolf is too much of a kind of one to laze around, she might not be that interested. They certainly do seem to be sitting down a lot, but at the same time, they're also emoting a lot, which I think I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable there, but you know. Hmm. Maybe she'll give them another sniff. Oh, well, I wanted her to roll too, but the game says no. The game says we're moving too fast. But that's kind of what Leda's all about. Just diving headfirst into things and seeing where it takes her. Well, I mean, this wolf's paying attention to her. That's good. They do seem a little bit meek. I don't know if she would be that interested in a meek wolf. But they're very playful. She supposes it might be worth considering them as a trial mate. And if they turn out to be too boring, she can always find another mate. She'll just have to see. Let's have them both roll. Taking a picture for posterity. Oh no, that turned everything back on. Okay, I didn't look at any of that. I think we're probably full on health anyway, based on the fact that she hasn't taken a whole lot of damage. In any case, we've made an impression on this wolf. Hopefully a good impression. And they seem willing to kind of try things out with her. So we'll just have to see how that goes. I'm going to end the episode off here, and we'll see you next time with Leda and whoever this is. Thanks for watching.